think that men have a very unique life path, and it's very difficult to try and achieve status as a man. It's not easy to stand out from the crowd, because the only way to truly achieve individuality is usually a long, difficult road. It takes a long time to become an important man. And even what women expect of an important man, you need to be smart, charismatic, intelligent, strong, have a nice car, nice apartment, good network, good friends. You need to be able to handle stress. You need to be competent. There's so many things you need to be able to do. It's difficult for a young man to even have all these things. There's the reason women like older men.
What Andrew Tate just said, the top G, was not only brilliant, but he literally just summed up a man's whole life in a nutshell. Because as a man, you are expected to sit down, shut up, have a grilled cheese, and accept your role in life, even if you like it or not. No questions asked. And gentlemen, society does not hold women to the same standard as they do to men.
Why is it considered a woman's preference to reject a guy based on his height, but it's considered shallow if a man rejects a woman based on her weight?
I don't know.
Is that another double?
I agree with you, so it's like...
Is that another double standard?
Yeah.
Can you think of any double standards in relationships that don't exclusively favor women?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
When she had nothing.
Because society has always taught men to do what's right. But society has always taught women, do what's right for you.
But you men have such a large selection of women. You can really do...
Y'all standards be too unrealistic, first of all.
What's the unrealistic standard?
Bro, y'all
What's the
standards?
unrealistic
No,
standard?
just
Yo,
okay, all right,
wake up, don't throw Samuel. Wake up, don't throw Samuel, bro. Wake up, don't throw Samuel, bro.
No, y'all standards be funny
Come
as hell,
on.
because y'all can't even match up to half of the standards y'all ask for. Y'all can't pay for nobody. Y'all can't provide for nobody. Y'all can't do nothing that y'all asking for. Yeah, y'all want a nigga to do that, plus be mentally there for you and do... Yo, bro,
Yet again, if a man asks to cook,
stop it.
or
And then y'all can't even
to
do
be
shit
quiet,
to do. Yo,
is an issue.
come on,
But
stop
look
it.
at the
I'm not
requirements
gonna
y'all
lie,
ask.
nigga. But a nigga, hold on, his responsibility in life, regardless of if a nigga give him recognition or not, or anybody, is to provide. We don't give a fuck if they doing it for our recognition. We don't give a fuck for recognition. We
don't.
doing it because we have to, nigga.
Yes.
We don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you as soon as you become a man.
Facts.
Child only, children,
Damn.
and women, nigga. This is facts.
Real factual
This
shit.
is what I have to really hit y'all with, because sometimes y'all be forgetting.
That is the biggest difference between a man and a woman, is that a man has responsibilities and a woman has rights.
Do men or women have easier lives?
Men. Women just do so much for this world that's actually crazy. Men? What do men do? Nothing. Men are trash. Remember that.
Modern women seem to forget that the world is safer and more plentiful because men, we fought it to make this way. The battle that a man goes through to keep his country and loved ones safe, to the buildings that are being built, to the phones and tablets that you use, to the house that you live in that keeps you safe and warm at night. All that was built by a man to keep our women safe. And if it really came down to it, a man would literally die for his woman. And you guys blame men for all of your problems as if we were the cause and the roots of all your suffering and pain? Stop it, sweetheart. You need to take a look in the mirror and do some reflection. Because have you ever thought you were the piece of trash?
He needs some milk.
Ladies, if a man is going through all this to provide and protect for you, the first thing that should come out of your mouth is this. Take notes. Then maybe you can actually keep a man.
You said that you grew up in Thailand?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been all over the world.
Yeah.
I believe that in the like the Andrew Tate, he's more inclined to those cultures in the Middle Eastern cultures.
Yes.
You know why? Because the women do the stuff that I do. They really do like worship their husband.
Also in Eastern Europe where he actually lives. Yeah.
Correct.
Same kind of
I'm not
situation.
as familiar. My son's father's from Europe, but in Eastern Europe, I know it's like that too. The women, they are like, what can I do to serve your needs? And this is like, ask your spouse this question, both sides.
Yeah.
Every day, what can I do to serve you more? Like,
what can I do to serve you more? Like,
if more people did that, we'd have less problems in relationship.
So,
ladies, did you hear that? Men are that simple, but you guys just overcomplicate things. Just say 1 + 1 is 2, not 1 + 1 is potatoes. And gentlemen, I honestly believe that most men live extremely difficult lives. But the most difficult things in life, if you overcome it, have potential to be the most rewarding. I honestly believe that the best and worst lives are generally lived by men, because as a man, you control the reality that you live in. Because if you dive deep and analyze this with an RP lens, men, our value comes from the resources, what we can provide, the money. Because if you think about it, money, you can make money to the day you die. But a woman's value, it comes from her beauty. And beauty is very short-lived.
What would you think would be the best and worst thing about being a woman?
The best thing about being a woman is you have tits, and you actually have like a lot more opportunity. So like, if there's like opportunity for like using your body and stuff like that, you know, like guys don't have that opportunity. Like girls don't like seeing your dick. Guys like seeing your tits, so I think that's a bonus. Worst thing about being a woman is they're not funny at all. I think their jokes are shit. If they think that they're funny, they're probably like a 5 out of 10 funny. Okay. Funny to their friends.
This is what you guys need to understand. Even though society portray men as dumb, weak, women calling us trash, you guys need to know that men are the prize. We are the kings, because women, they need us. We don't need them.
Society's always telling women, know your worth, know your worth, know your worth. But we act like men aren't supposed to know their worth. And people take issue when a man knows his worth. Men should know their worth just as much as a woman. You have to understand you have value here. You are just as important to this relationship as she is. So just as you need to give to her, she needs to give to you. It's a two-way street. And I think more importantly, you have to get to a point where you are not afraid if she walks away from you. Yeah, the reality is that men, especially good men, get caught up in the fear of losing her, that they do everything in their power to keep her, not realizing that now, rather than losing her, you're losing yourself.
If you guys really sit down and really think about it, if a rich man with a lot of fortune pulls up to a McDonald's or a Jack in the Crack drive-thru, he can wife up a baddie from there, and her life would be forever changed. But if you reverse the roles, if a rich woman pulls up to a McDonald's or a Jack in the Crack drive-thru, that McDonald's guy worker, she will never look his way. He is absolutely invisible to her. Now, gentlemen, before I end this video, may I share this cheek-slaying gospel from you guys. Verse 222. It states, if you are a man who focuses on his purpose and grind, the ass cheeks shall flock behind.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the thank you button. And also, don't forget to follow us on Bumble. Click here.
Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You got to move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's going to stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons in that arc of a story.